Good afternoon, world of readers. I am Book Dragon Erin, and I would like to welcome you all back to my booktube channel. I am Erin, a girl who hoards books like a dragon hoards gold, so the name Book Dragon Erin makes total sense. Let's get right into my review on Bad Romance by Margot Scott. Bad Romance is a contemporary fiction dark romance novel that consists of a bunch of short stories with taboo themes that require so many trigger warnings that I can't list them all because we would be here for an hour at this point. Bad Romance is also a standalone novel, and I am honestly so glad there are no other sequels or any prequels because this book was so much that I could barely handle it. However, I somehow finished reading it from page 1 to the end. Other books by Margot Scott include Blood and Wine, Father Christmas, and my personal favorite, Ward. In the first story, a girl wakes up after her house has been broken into by two random guys who are looking to blackmail her future stepdad as he and her mom are planning a wedding. When they start filming, they threaten to assault the girl themselves, or her stepdad will be the one doing it. The girl tells her stepdad to do it, and the whole no-plot, all-smut novel is just them going at it while being filmed. In the end, the girl and her stepdad have fallen in love and cheated behind her mom's back before he cancels the wedding and moves out, taking the of-age girl with him. Then, when she is in his office and finds his computer unlocked, she finds records and texts and videos that the guys were actually actors who were paid by her stepdad to help him get her into his bed through a fake blackmail video. We never find out if the girl liked it or not, but she has up to this point, and that was just so disgusting to me. I felt like vomiting, but somehow I was able to finish reading this book. My stomach twisted in all the wrong ways when reading this short story. I felt as though I needed to take an hour-long shower after reading it, and again, when finding out the break-in was all fake and that the stepdad wanted to fuck his stepdaughter long before and planned all this out behind the back of his fiancée, the mother of the girl he has fallen in love with in such a sick way. Ladies, if a man truly loves you, he will never ever cheat on you because he already knows your worth and doesn't want second best to your first place. If a guy cheats on me even once in our relationship, that's it, we're done. If my boyfriend knows my worth and loves me for me, he will not go out looking to sleep with another woman or allow himself to be seduced by somebody else because he is committed to me. Cheating is very wrong to me, and I hate it on all fronts, and it is a rare book that I enjoy where the cheating trope is actually glamorized. So I'm not even going to continue reading cheating romance novels because they are just so disgusting to me that I can't handle it. There's literally a bad taste in my mouth right now just thinking about it. On to the second short story. An 18-year-old girl is home alone while her foster mom goes on a trip somewhere, and while she's left home alone in her small 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house, her mom's brother, this girl's foster uncle, shows up totally unannounced because he has been released from prison unexpectedly. This girl is minding the house, so she lets him stay, and their connection is so powerful that she gets off to thoughts of him fucking her before needing to use the bathroom the same time as him. That's all I will say on this front because it is just so disgusting to me, and I don't want to throw up any more than I already have after finishing reading this novella. Margot Scott is a talented author. I loved Ward, a novel about a girl living with her step-uncle after the demise of her abusive father, And that book is dark and taboo in all the right ways, whereas this novella is dark and wrong in all the worst ways. I couldn't handle it. I was so disgusted that I needed to take another shower after finishing this novella. I got this book of short stories for free on my Kindle, so I do not regret spending money on this. My only regret is that I spent 2 hours of my life reading this disgusting piece of literary fiction that is gross in all the worst ways. From fake break-ins with threats of assault to men dominating the bathroom quite literally, and a whole gangbang all because a young woman dresses skimpily, to a girl having sexual fantasies of assault by her stepdad, I was moreover sick to my stomach than turned on by any and all of this literary fiction. Thank God this book is fictional, because if this were legitimate nonfiction, I would be happy to recommend a therapist to each and every single one of these fictional characters, because they need help. They need therapists, they need psychiatrists, and they need Jesus. Much as I love sexual quotes done right, there was an extreme lack of dark class amid these characters hooking up and having their inner monologues. I moan softly. He's found it! The Holy Grail! The button that starts my engine! You're kidding me, right? I know that's meant to sound sexy, but it sounds so much worse said aloud than reading it just in my head. I hate to give criticism to an author I love, but I so wish that Margot Scott would have used another phrase to enhance the scene rather than compare it to some sort of technological... I have no idea. Dad, it's a swimsuit. It's a scrap of tissue paper tied together with dental floss. He points to my bedroom door. Go change into something else, Candace. Now. God, why do you have to be such an ass all the time? Because that's my job. I truly hate to say I told you so to a woman putting herself on a figurative altar to be sexually assaulted, but I'm with the dad on this one. It's the job of a parent to keep their child in line, and modesty isn't all a vice. But this girl really doesn't realize that. Yes, she is of legal age. No, she does not deserve to be the meat of a sexy sandwich, but she is still a rebellious teenager who knows nothing about the world and how it works. The word 18 isn't just an age. 18 still has the word teen in it. As a young woman in her late 20s, I see this girl as an older, aged child. Your brain doesn't stop developing until you're about 25, and thus I stand by my statement. In the final story, which couldn't come soon enough for my opinion, readers hear about a young woman still living at home with her mom and stepdad. While her parents are out, she plays with her favorite housewife toy and imagines her deepest sexual fantasy of assault. Now her stepdad catches her and plays into her darkest desires before the story wraps up with her mom leaving her stepdad, not having slept with him in over a year, and the girl moving in with her stepdad turned boyfriend, which I think is gross, to continue with her sexual assault fantasies. It says in this book, rape fantasies aren't so much about rape as they are about handing over control. I'm with the majority of the population that I am aware of who hate all forms of rape fantasies. I have never once been sexually assaulted, but at one point a teacher did put his hands on me, and that was scary enough. This short story is quite close to crossing the line from the territory of stretching my comfort zone to downright absolutely no fucking way zone. Moving on to my final notes about this book, I rated this book 1 out of 5 stars because I enjoyed 0 of the novels. And as far as my official review, much as I love Margot Scott's work, I am only giving this book a 1 out of 5 stars rating. Yes, I am into dark taboo romance novels, but this was not hot or sexy in any way, and I thoroughly disliked it. We have the stepdad romance trope with a huge curveball plot twist that leaves a bad taste in my mouth. We have a foster uncle using a toilet the same time as the 18-year-old female character in another short story. And then we have a girl who's determined to wear a bikini in front of a bunch of men twice her age who all want to do dirty things with her. I will never ever say a girl is asking for it, but she needs common sense. There's a time and place for wearing bikinis, and I say it's primarily at the beach during a heat wave in the summer. I felt too much of this book was quick but bad literature, despite Margot Scott's name printed on the cover of the book. I'm sorry, but I don't completely appreciate this book to the extent it might deserve. I have read The Wild by Kay Webster and almost every single book by Rory Ireland and Tate Monroe, and if you have read those books as well, you will know how dark and twisted they are, and they cross so many boundaries, but somehow those books are so good compared to Bad Romance by Margot Scott. If I could, I would definitely unread this book because that's an hour and a half of my life I will not get back. Before I get any more depressed on how much I would love to get back those 2 hours of my life that I spent reading this book, I'm going to end the video here. So if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button to show some support, subscribe to my booktube channel to get more videos like this, turn on that notification button to be notified when I upload brand new videos every single Sunday. Keep on reading and have a great day, everyone.